Hey, everybody, and welcome to RPI Hockey Jeopardy on RPI TV. I'm your host, Perry Lascaris, here for an exciting night of action. We have three awesome contestants today, and we'll introduce them right now. Starting off, a junior goalie from Cambridge, Ontario. It's Owen Savory. Also joining us, a junior defenseman. A junior forward from Shelby, Michigan, junior Nick Bowman. Nick. And last but not least, also a junior. He's from Dakota Dunes, South Dakota. He's a defenseman, Brady Ferner. All right, folks, and if you're not familiar with Jeopardy, we have our categories here. And for our opening round, we'll play 2 full rounds, no time limit. We'll get through all the questions provided here. RPI TV, of course, doing the streaming. They made the questions, so don't shoot the messenger if you don't like what's presented here. Our categories for our opening round, not RPI. These are all words that have the letters R, P, and I consecutive in the word. Then we're looking for our second category, which is Hindsight 2020. It highlights questions going back in the decades of different 20s, 2020s, 1920s, etc. Then, of course, the middle category, which you guys should have plenty of experience with, hockey knowledge. Then we have Spooktober, because we are getting close to Halloween. And then we have back tests, which are questions previously asked in real Jeopardy on television. So we're going to get things started. Owen Savory has the opportunity to make our first selection here. Owen.
All right, we're going to go start off simple. Hockey knowledge for 100.
Hockey knowledge for 100. This happens when a single player scores 3 goals in an ice hockey game. Looking for someone to buzz in. Oh, Savory was first. I'm sorry, I had to scroll down. Owen.
It's a hat trick.
That is correct. A hat trick. And Owen is on the board. Owen, still your board.
Hockey knowledge for 200.
Hockey knowledge for 200. Goaltender Lavisa Salander, RPI class of 2019, is signed to this national team. Savory.
What is the Sweden national women's team, I guess?
That is correct. The Lady Crown, Sweden will count that. That's another correct answer for Savory. You got 300. Owen.
All right, back test 100.
Back test for 100. A good source of vitamin B and iron, these kidney-shaped nuts are lower in total fat than most others. Savory.
What are lima beans?
Sorry, I was in the wrong one. No, that is incorrect. Any other? Ferner. Brady.
What are cashews?
Cashews is correct. All right. So Brady Ferner is on the board.
I'll go Spooktober for 100.
Spooktober. All Saints Day takes place on this day. Savory.
Oh, I didn't even buzz in, but I don't know. Halloween? I have no idea.
That is not correct. Any other answers? All Saints Day. And the answer we're looking for is November 1st. What's the 1st of November? So that means that I believe Brady still has the board.
Let's go hockey knowledge for 300.
Hockey knowledge for 300. The first women's ice hockey game took place in this century. Savory.
The 20th century?
That is incorrect. Anybody else have an answer or guess? All right, the answer we're looking for was the 19th century, 1892 is our answer there. Brady still has the board and in the lead with 100 points.
Let's go hindsight 2020 for 100.
All right. Hindsight 2020 for 100. In 2020, this mobile app soared in popularity. It also happened to share a name with Kesha's debut single. Werner.
What is TikTok?
That is correct. Brady, a commanding lead here. 200 points. What are you going to pick?
I'll go hindsight 2020 for 200.
Hindsight 2020. In 1620, this ship departs Southampton, England, and crosses the Atlantic to reach North America. Saves.
I didn't even hit the button again. I don't know what's going on, but
It's not letting me hit the button, but I know it.
I'm gonna. Can I pass?
Sure.
All right, pass.
All right. He didn't mean to hit the button. That's fine. Who's next up here?
It's like not letting me hit the button, but I'm in.
Werner. Oh, Nick was trying to answer that?
Unless
Go
Werner
ahead,
got
I'll
it
give you a
first.
chance, buddy.
What is the Mayflower?
That is correct.
Knew it.
We're going to count that. Nick on the board. We got to make sure Nick's buzzer is working. Nick, try to buzz in just once here.
Make sure that you are checking your IDs, that you are set to the right one, so you buzz in under your name.
It's not green yet.
So Owen, you should be 1, Nick, you should be 2, Brady, you should be 3.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, try buzzing in.
I just yeah.
Yeah.
clicked the
Buzzing in,
saves.
it saves.
I didn't even click there. Yeah, Bo, are you set as number 2?
Yeah.
I'm number 1.
Refresh the page then.
All right.
Refreshing.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, we're working it out here.
All right, I refreshed the page.
So did I.
There we go.
All right.
We're back in business. All right. Nick has 200 points, tied with Brady. And Werner, you guys are up. Nick's up.
Not RPI for 100.
Not RPI for 100. A famous children's book follows the adventure of this very hungry larval insect. Any answers here?
No clue.
No idea.
Looking for caterpillar.
Spooktober for 200.
Spooktober for 200. Adoptions for these animals are put on hold in October due to fears of abuse. Anybody?
What is cats?
We're going to count that as black
Black
cats.
cats.
But yes, saves. That is correct.
Um,
Your board, Owen.
hockey knowledge for 400.
Hockey knowledge for 400. Field hockey was introduced as an Olympic event in this year. This is a tough one.
I don't know.
No guesses. The answer is 1908. That was very tough. All right, still savory. He's back to 0.
Not RPI 200.
Not RPI for 200. This is the action taken to allow gases to escape the digestive system through the mouth. Nick,
What is burping?
that is correct. 400 points for Nick Bowman.
Back tests for 200.
In the theatrical technique of suggesting emotions without words, using only gestures and movement. Brady,
What is miming?
that is correct.
Wow.
Good for you.
Brady, you're up.
I'll do a hindsight 2020 for 300.
Hindsight 2020. In 1720, Marseille, France became the starting point of the last great outbreak of this disease in Western Europe? Nick.
What is the bubonic plague? There we go.
That is correct.
Wow, Nick.
Uh-huh. Not RPI 300.
RPI 300. This venomous arachnid shares its name with a constellation that is said to be the enemy of Orion. Nick.
What is a scorpion?
That is correct. It's on fire, folks. Nick Bowman.
Back test for 300.
Back test for 300. It's a state of diminished consciousness, especially under hypnosis. Saves.
Would it be like what is hypnotized?
No. It's close, but I can't give it to you. Anybody else?
Uh-uh.
We're looking for a trance. It's close. Good guess. All right, still, I believe, Nick Bowman.
Hockey knowledge for 500.
The only tables approved for play and sanctioned by both the United States Air Hockey Association and Air Hockey Players Association are this length.
Yeah.
Anybody have a guess? Regulation size air hockey tables are what length? We're looking for 8 feet long. 8 feet. Still Nick Bowman.
Not RPI 400.
Not RPI for 400. Mythological monster is said to have the head and body of a woman and the wings and claws of a bird of prey. Anybody?
Mm-mm.
Looking for harpies. Harpies. Nick Bowman.
Spooktober 300.
Spooktober for 300. October is usually home to daylight savings operations, but this landlocked state is one of the only two to not observe the practice. Nick Bowman.
What is Arizona?
I believe that's not right.
No, it's
Oh, that's correct. Sorry, that is right. For some reason, I thought it wasn't landlocked. That is my bad. Yes, Nick, that's correct.
Hindsight 2020 400.
Hindsight 2020. In 1820, this former Massachusetts territory became the 23rd state. Savory.
What is? I don't really know. What is Connecticut?
No.
I shouldn't have buzzed in on that one.
Brady.
What is Rhode Island?
No. Venture a guess, Nick.
What is New York?
No, we're looking for Maine.
Oh, Maine.
Oh, that's my second guess. Spooktober 400.
Spooktober for 400. One of the first recorded haunted attractions was the Orton and Spooner Ghost House, which opened in 1915 in this Western European country. Answer we're looking for is England.
Not RPI 500.
Not RPI for 500. This is a deep-colored orange-yellow arsenic sulfide mineral found in volcanic environments. We're looking for what is orpiment.
I knew that one.
I know. Just waiting to buzz in.
Back test 400.
Back test for 400. Methane clouds in its atmosphere give this planet a distinctive look. Kind of multiple choice. Any guesses? What is
I'm already in the
Neptune?
I'm already in the negatives. I can't guess again.
I feel you there. I believe we're still on Nick Bowman.
Spooktober.
Spooktober for 500. The anticongruent properties in the saliva of this animal have been used in studies to help treat stroke patients.
What is bats?
I don't have a buzz, but
Yeah, buzz in next time, buddy.
Well, it was gone. I couldn't. It was it was gone.
where are we
Count
at
it.
here?
Count it.
Yes.
Hindsight
That is
2020
correct.
500.
In 1920, the southeastern landlocked U.S. state provided the last yes vote needed to ratify the 19th Amendment. Answer is, what is Tennessee?
I was actually gonna say that.
Is there any Canadian history questions?
You wish.
Maybe next week. As opposed to LOL, LQTM stands for laughing this way.
I know it.
Ferner.
What is laughing quietly to myself?
That is correct.
No way.
And that will do it for our opening round. Checking the scoreboard, Nick Bowman in the lead with 900. Brady Ferner has 500, and Owen Savory got back there a little bit. Big 500-point question, got back to negative 200. As we finish the first round, have a chance to meet some of our contestants tonight, starting with Owen Savory, RPI goalie. I mentioned you're from Cambridge, Ontario. Owen, what's your favorite hockey tradition, you say?
I mean, I definitely say singing our fight song after the game with the guys after we win, whether that's at home or on the road. We always make sure to sing it loud and proud. So that's my favorite hockey tradition.
That's awesome. Anything you guys do week to week, in practice that you guys like, or at the Houston Fieldhouse?
Yeah, we got some things. I mean, if it's a guy's birthday, we usually just all line up and kind of hit him into the boards lightly and stuff like that. So little traditions like that, but also some stuff that's within our locker room that we can try to build our team culture together. Whether that's stuff that's been passed down from before or even stuff that we come up with. So
that's pretty cool. Have you been keeping up with training during quarantine? I know you have. I guess more specifically, what have you guys been doing? Trying to keep up with what without ice and trying to get your workouts in.
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough. I think that we've kind of adjusted pretty well because I think when we went home in March, guys had to adjust right away when their gyms weren't open and the rinks weren't open. So, I mean, we go to the approach stairs a lot in our small groups and kind of do some work there. But we've definitely been keeping up as best we can to try to make sure we're ready. So.
And I have to ask you, if you win tonight, if you come all the way back and get a win here, how do you plan on utilizing the bragging rights there?
I probably just wouldn't let Ferner and Bowman forget about it. I'd make sure to remind them all the time. So, but I got a long way to go. So I'm hoping to get back and get the W.
That's awesome. Owen Savory, buddy. Obviously a great year with the Engineers last year between the pipes. Moving on to Nick Bowman, who's from Shelby, Michigan. And first got to ask you about how you like the Red Wings. They made a lot of draft picks. A lot of people like their draft. What are your thoughts there, Nick?
Yeah, we got a long ways to go. I mean, I like the pick this year. I don't know if my coach is watching right now. I made a bet with him that within the next 5 years, the Wings would be in the Stanley Cup. I don't know any more about that bet, but I think we're moving in the right direction.
That's awesome. Nick, what inspired you to start playing hockey as a kid, do you think?
So when I was younger, I have a brother that's 2 years older than me, and I kind of just followed everything he did. So when I was 8, he signed up for roller hockey, so I signed up for roller hockey. And then when I was 10 years old, he played ice hockey. He was a goalie, and I didn't like being a goalie. No offensive, so I was a forward instead. So that's kind of what got me into hockey. I kind of like he first started playing baseball. I played baseball, then football. So yeah, hockey is kind of the third sport on my list, but now it's one I roll with.
When you guys were younger, breakaways against him, how many times did you score out of 10, you'd say?
When I was really young, my brother was really good at goalie. So I would say I saved 9 out of 10. But nowadays, I think I'd have the upper hand on him.
That's awesome. What's your favorite snack during quarantine? Keep it healthy, I guess, or not.
Well, it's big in the Midwest. I don't know if you've ever heard of Dots pretzels. They're not really sold a lot around here, but I don't even know how to explain them. But they're like these garlic pretzels, and my mom will send me pounds of bags of them, and I'll finish
How
them
do
within the
they
week.
come in like a plastic wrap, or what are they?
Yeah, like a pound bag, and it's just full of them, and I'll go through them within a few days.
Now, are
I know
these pretzels
Ferner-
shaped like pretzels? Are they shaped like little like squares?
No, they're like just normal pretzels. They're big in South Dakota, so I know Ferner can attest to it. They're delicious, but yeah, it's a Midwest thing, so they're not really around out here.
Ferner, what do you think of these pretzels?
Yeah, they're pretty elite. I'd give them probably like a 9 out of 10 for sure.
All right. And Nick, who do you think's going to win? Oh, why do you think you're going to win this?
Well, I'm up right now, but as long as I don't answer any wrong questions, I just wait for the right answer. I think I'll be fine.
All right. Thanks a lot, Nick Bowman, forward for the Engineers. And our third contestant, Brady Ferner, we mentioned earlier, but he's from South Dakota, Dakota Dunes. And Brady, what's your favorite memory from playing previous hockey seasons?
I think last year, I think just kind of the Mayor's Cup. I think that was a special one for us. That was one of my favorite memories in recent years. Just our freshman year going into that game, and we lost in a shootout, and then coming back last year, and it was another tight game. Goes into a shootout, and we pulled it off, and that kind of seemed to start the momentum for us in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it certainly did. From those of us watching from above and afar. And Brady, do you have any funny nicknames you can tell us about?
I personally don't have any. I think everyone just kind of calls me Fernsey or Ferns. I don't really have any cool ones. I think the only one on our team that has a good one is Saves, just because he's a goalie and he makes saves. So other than that, I don't have any.
That works. How do you prepare for today's game? And do you do anything different than when you're preparing for a game at the Houston Fieldhouse?
No, not really. Got up and got the body moving. Played a little with Nick and Owen today, actually, and kind of just got the body loose, got the mind activated, and then beforehand just kind of got zoned in and get ready for a win.
And why do you think that preparation is going to help you get the win tonight?
I think it's just all mentality. If you're not first, you're last, and I'm going to play aggressive and keep going after it, and hopefully come out with a W.
That's awesome. All right. Our final contestant tonight, Brady Ferner. Looking back at the scores, we're getting ready for round number 2. We have Nick Bowman in the lead with 900 points. Brady Ferner behind him with 500. Owen Savory at minus 200. As I think we're ready for our second round. We'll go over the categories at least. New York geography. Pretty self-explanatory there. Pandemic is all about the kitchen. Today's games is about video games. RPI history, straightforward there. And back test part 2, also previous Jeopardy questions. So I believe it will be, I think it is, did Nick finish up with the last correct answer, or was it Brady?
It's Ferner.
Yeah,
I think it is. Okay, Brady, your call here.
Let's go Pandemic for 100.
Pandemic for 100. This is the official name of a strainer used to drain cooking water from food. Anybody? Looking for what is a colander?
That was for 100.
Colander. All right. Brady.
Let's go RPI history for 100.
RPI history. This is the correct spelling of the R in RPI. Nick Bowman.
RENSSELAER.
That is correct.
Go red.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Bowman back to 1,000 and the board.
New York geography 400.
New York geography for 400. Niagara Falls is located in this city in New York. Savory.
It's Niagara Falls, New York. What is Niagara Falls, New York?
That was for 400.
That is Niagara Falls. That is correct.
RPI
You did that one. That's okay.
RPI history for 200.
RPI history for 200. This structure was built in 1907 and can be found on the west end of campus, linking the university to the city of Troy. Nick Bowman.
What is the Pittsburgh building?
No. Brady Ferner.
What is the approach?
That is correct.
Nice.
I'll go today's games for 200.
Today's games for 200. This entertainment expo was canceled this year, making the first year since 1995 without it. Nick Bowman.
What is Comic-Con?
No. Anybody else venture a guess? Looking for what is E3?
All right, I'll go New York geography for 100.
New York geography. The symbol of American freedom, the Statue of Liberty, is located on which island? Savory.
What is Staten Island?
No.
Oh.
Anybody else? What is Liberty Island?
All right, I'll go pandemic for 300.
Pandemic for 300. This utensil is used for metalworking and preparing dishes such as creme brulee. Anybody? What is a blowtorch? Brady Ferner.
I'll
It's a
go
tight one right now. Up by
back
100.
test for 100.
Which?
Back test for 100.
Test for 100. This 9-letter word for assistant meant someone who dealt with confidential material. Nick Bowman.
What is secretary?
That is correct.
Today's game is 100.
Today's games for 100. In Super Mario 3D All-Stars, the remaster of Super Mario Galaxy had to be redone with new technology. Now the Wii remote and nunchuck controller combination can be emulated with these controllers. That was a mouthful. Savory.
Is it the Nintendo Switch?
I have to check on that. Are you accepting that?
No way.
Joy-Con.
Wrong.
Eh.
No.
Is it me again?
I believe it is Bowman.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yep.
Back test 200.
Proceeding over, it means sometimes means to faint. Nick Bowman.
Oh, I didn't press it.
Okay. We'll disregard that. Anybody else?
Yeah, I wasn't. Is it to keel over?
Wow.
I believe that's good. Hold on. Yes, Kiel.
Nice.
That's correct.
Thanks, Nick.
Of course.
RPI history for 300.
RPI history for 300. This is what MPAC stands for. Anybody?
Nope.
What is Experimental Media and Performing Arts Center? Saves.
Pandemic 200.
This Chinese round bottom cooking pot is useful for searing food with intense heat. Savory.
What is a wok?
That is correct. Really tight now.
Pandemic 400.
Pandemic for 400. These subterranean fungi are associated with and often harvested by trained pigs or dogs. Anybody venture a guess here? What are truffles? Savory.
Let's go pandemic 500.
Pandemic. Peeling skin off fruits and vegetables is also referred to as this. Brady Ferner.
What is skinning?
No. Saves.
What is zest?
No.
Bowman's not going to answer. He's
Nick
not going
Bauman. Okay. What
Not much
is
of a cook.
pairing.
yeah, pairing. Parring. I think it's pairing. It's definitely pairing. I don't know why I mispronounced that.
Is it still me?
Yep.
Back test 300.
Though it resembles an anteater, this African animal, the only member of the tubula dentata, is actually related to the elephant. Savory.
I don't know. Is it an aardvark? Let's go.
Yes, it is.
Nerd.
New York geography 200.
This place is well known for being the host of the Olympics in 1980, where the Miracle on Ice took place. Nick Bowman.
What is Lake Placid?
That is correct.
Today's game
It was 500-point lead in the board. Despite releasing this year, this Nintendo Switch game is on track to becoming the best-selling game on the system. Anybody have a guess? Looking for what is Animal Crossing New Horizons?
New York geography
Bowman.
300.
New York geography. According to The Simpsons, steamed hams is an expression from this city. Anybody have a guess? What is Albany?
New York
That's
geography
Simpsons.
500.
New York geography for 500. The New York Forest Preserve is larger than any U.S. national park, or excuse me, this New York Forest Preserve is larger than any U.S. national park in the contiguous United States. Looking for what is the Adirondack Park? Still Nick, I believe, or is it Owen?
No, it's Bo.
Yeah,
Oh.
RPI history 400.
Bowman. In 1949, this building was moved from Rhode Island and reassembled on the Troy campus. Savory.
What is the Houston Fieldhouse?
That is correct.
I'll
Down
go
by
RPI
100
history.
points here, Owen.
RPI history for 500.
RPI history for 500. This is the year that the current president of RPI took office. When was Dr. Jackson's first year as president? Maybe have a guess? He's the 18th president of the Institute, and it was 1999.
Back test 400.
Back test for 400. This European country gets about 3/4 of its electricity from nuclear power, the most of any country. Anyone? What is France?
Back test 500.
Back test for 500. Vodka is to Russia as soju is to this country. Nick Bowman.
I didn't hit it. What
You don't have to
is South Korea?
That is correct.
What?
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Big point there. 2 questions left. Nick, you're bored.
Today's game's 400.
Today's game's for 400. This game has been delayed 3 times in this year alone and is set to release next month. Looking for what is Cyberpunk 2077? Last one. The smash hit multiplayer game Among Us is often compared to this 1982 film directed by John Carpenter. It's a creepy one, but also really good. Anyone?
Mm-mm.
What is The Thing? All right, that'll do it for the second round. Our leaderboard has Nick Bowman in front, 1,400 points. Savory, it's gone now. 800, there we go. And Brady Ferner, 200 points. It is time for our final Jeopardy question, which is history of the Institute. I believe you'll be able to wager on your Google Doc.
Do we do that right now?
I believe so. Is there a wager spot?
Yeah.
Yep, wagers first and then answers. Check the chat. Wagers and answers. When you get your wagers in, we'll get the wagers and questions and go over those. I feel like there should be music. I'm not going to sing though. Nobody wants that.
Wait, do we write our name?
Yeah, make sure you get the.
And then I hit submit.
For wager, yeah.
Yeah, submit your wager. Yeah. I believe we're ready. All right, history of the Institute. Stephen Van Rensselaer and this person who has a building on campus named after them, co-founded RPI. Submit your answers there in the final Jeopardy answer sheet.
Where is that? Sorry.
It's in the chat as well. There's a wagers link and then an answers link.
Oh, I get it.
Sage is Googling the answer right now.
No, I'm not. Mine says name and then how many points I'd like to wager.
For the answer sheet?
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Yep. There you go.
I get it. Do we hit submit?
Make sure you submit it so they have it, and then we'll put them up. All right. Start on the left with Owen Savory. And Owen's guess was low, Center for Industrial Engineering, which is incorrect. He wagered 400 points. So Owen is down to 400. Bowman was in the lead. Nick had 1,400. He also said George Lowe, which is incorrect. And Nick wagered 300. So he's still in the lead, and I believe he's won. Because Brady only has 200. And Brady said Amos Eaton, which is correct. That is the correct answer. So Brady wagered, hopefully all of it. He did. So he'll finish tied for second with Owen Savory. That means Nick Bowman's our winner. 1,100 points for Nick. Very well played, you guys.
Hey, good effort, you two.
Nick, any final thoughts there for you on this nice victory on this Friday night?
I mean, there's never a doubt, so that's all I got to say. Also, Perry, might I add, that stash of yours, good looking.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. It was all for the show.
Perfect.
Anyway, guys, hope we can do something like this or this again soon. I want to thank everyone out there for watching tonight, or if they get a chance to watch maybe a replay on YouTube, of course. RPI TV doing an excellent job bringing us some entertainment here, something to watch when we don't have the sports that we love. So that'll do it for Nick Bowman, Brady Ferner, Owen Savory. I'm Perry Lascaris, and all of us at RPI TV. Thank you for watching RPI Hockey Jeopardy.